Welcome back. Now today in this video I'm going to reveal my numbers 20 through 11 of my PBS Kids shows list. I've already revealed to y'all my top 10, but they said I should have put one certain show on my top 10 that I decided to put in my top 20. So if you want to check out my top 10 PBS Kids shows list, link to the video will be in the description. The reason why I'm doing numbers 20 through 11 is because I heard that our bitch ass president is trying to take PBS Kids away. Like, why would you try to do that? PBS Kids is a part of everybody's childhood, whether they had cable or not. Despite that I had cable and I watched Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, MTV, BET, VH1, Comedy Central, hell, even the new TNN before it was Spike TV. I watched stuff on basic cable like PBS Kids, Disney's One Saturday Morning, Kids WB, Fox Kids, Nick Jr. / Nick on CBS, UPN Kids, Disney's 1-2, ABC Kids, the Fox Box / 4Kids TV. I watch all those programming blocks that were on those broadcast networks. But we got to keep fighting and don't give up. I wish there was some website that we can try to save PBS Kids. PBS Kids has been around since the 90s. It was called PTV at first in 1994, and then 5 years later, they decided to rename it PBS Kids, and it's been PBS Kids since. So I just hope they do not take this block away from us, because PBS Kids is, was, and always will be a part of our childhood. And also, before I get started, I got one person that I want to address, that I am calling out, because I heard he was talking trash about me, saying that I was a friend of this person, one person on Instagram. I normally don't call out YouTubers by their names, but I'm going to call out this son of a bitch, Daniel Rolfe. You are a devil in disguise, you son of a bitch. You had the nerve to talk crap about me behind my back because I'm friends with Jay on Instagram? What the hell is wrong with you, bro? You just mad because you're failing in life. And on top of that, I addressed him in one of his posts, and then he blocked me like a pussy. He didn't even respond, because he knew that I was not going to let him talk shit about me behind my back, and thinking that I was not going to find out. Thinking that I'm a bitch, thinking I'm going to let that slide. Just like May said in the song, Been Around the World, tell it to your face and not behind your back. Niggas talk shit, but never mind that. I'm going to get revenge on this son of a bitch one day. So Daniel Rolfe, go fuck yourself, go eat a dick. Same goes for Cyrax, Just Gooby, and Mr. Cupcake Man. All those niggas can suck balls for all I care. I'm not mad, and I'm not surprised that Daniel Rolfe blocked me. So fuck him, he can go to hell. The biggest piece of Texas trailer park trash walking God's green earth. That's all I gotta say about this son of a bitch. Now let's go through my numbers 20 through 11 of my PBS Kids shows list. Starting at number 20, Postcards from Buster. As we all know, this show was a spin-off to Arthur, centered around his best friend Buster Baxter. This show ran for 4 seasons and 55 episodes. It premiered on Benny Jean 94's 10th birthday, October 11, 2004, part of the PBS Kids Go block, and ran until February 25, 2012. This was actually a backdoor pilot episode, Postcards from Buster, that aired on the 8th season of Arthur on December 22, 2003, nearly a year before Postcards from Buster became an actual series. In my opinion, this show, it was nice to see a character from Arthur have their own spin-off show. It was a pretty good show nonetheless. And I missed the PBS Kids Go block, by the way. Postcard from Buster wasn't the only show that was part of that block. I have a few other shows on this list that aired on the PBS Kids Go block as well, and Postcards from Buster was one of them. Number 19, Maya and Miguel. This show gets highly overlooked by some people, but by me, no. This is another show that aired part of the PBS Kids Go block. It premiered the same day Postcards from Buster did and ran until October 10th, 2007 with 5 seasons and 65 episodes. It focused on preteen Hispanic twins named Maya and Miguel and their friends. The show aimed at promoting education. One person said that they were disappointed that this show was not in my top 10. Well, if you're watching, this is in my top 20. So I hope you're satisfied that I got Maya and Miguel on this list. And also, Nika Futterman, she does the voice of Maya, the same voice actress that voiced Mike on Mike, Lou, and Og, and Adam Lyon on My Gym Partner's a Monkey. I believe, no, she did the voice of Miguel. Candy Milo, who was the second voice actress for Dexter, did the voice of Maya. Miguel was voiced by Nika Futterman. Candy Milo also did the voice of Cow and Chicken's teacher and mom on Cow and Chicken. And she was also on shows like American Dragon J Long and Batman Beyond. Oh, she did the voice of Snap on Chalk Zone. That's what I was going to say. But yeah, Maya Miguel deserves to be on my list. Well, the game is on right now. The Cavaliers and the Pacers. Number 18, The Odd Squad. This was a live action show that evolves around child characters using mathematical concepts such as multiplication, addition, subtraction, and division. This show has been on the air since November 26, 2014, and is still going 10 going on 11 years later. The show has 4 seasons and currently has 120 episodes. It also aired on Kids OTV in Canada. So this is the first show on my list that is still going from PBS Kids. So let's see if there will be a 5th season. Number 17, Wow Kratts. This was the Kratt brothers, Chris and Martin's 3rd TV show for PBS Kids, after Zoboomafoo and after Kratt's Creatures. This is Chris and Martin Kratt's longest running show on PBS Kids. Kratt's Creatures ran for 1 season. Zoboomafoo ran for 2 seasons. Wow Kratts is currently in its 7th season, and it currently has 174 episodes. It's been on the air since Alright, sorry about that. As I was saying, Wow Kratts is currently the Kratt brothers' longest running show, and it was the last show to premiere part of the PBS Kids Go block. The show's been on the air since January 3rd, 2011. Next year, this show and Kratt's Creatures will both reach a milestone. One is turning 30, the other is turning 15. As much as I like Wow Kratts, I gotta say Zoboomafoo was their best show that they ever made. But it's good to know that Wow Kratts is still going 14 years later. Number 16, Between the Lions. This show is created by alumni of fellow PBS by the fellow children's PBS show Sesame Street, Between the Lions was not created by Sesame Workshop, nor it was produced with their involvement in any way. Between the Lions ran for a decade on PBS Kids, from April 3rd, 2000 to April 22nd, 2010, with 10 seasons and 130 episodes. And it won 9 Annie Awards between 2001 and 2007. Between the Lions was definitely a great show, without a doubt. And this was another show, besides reading Rainbow, pretty much taught me the value of books. The theme song still slaps 25 years later. Number 15, The Bearstein Bears. Of course, we all know this show is based on the book of the same name, created by Stan and Jan Berenstain. The book has been published since 1962. This show right here is a great show, without a doubt. I believe it premiered on PBS Kids in 2002? For 3 seasons and 40 episodes. From September 9th, 2002 to September 12th, 2003. So it ran for 1 year. It's a pretty good show. I love the Berenstain Bears. It's based on the book of the same name. And is also a revival of the 1985 series, which will be 40 years old this year. The original Berenstain Bears will be 40 on September 14th. And then years later, they revived it in the early 2000s on PBS Kids. Great show. It deserved to be on my list. Number 14, Clifford the Big Red Dog. Another show that's based on the book of the same name. Like I mentioned in my top 20 TV shows of the year 2000 video, this was the one show that made Benny G94 a fan of Gray Delisle Griffin. Clifford the Big Red Dog will be 25 years old on September the 4th. And the last episode aired on February 25th, 2003, with 2 seasons and 65 episodes. The late legendary John Ritter did the voice of Clifford. Gray Delisle Griffin did the voice of Emily Elizabeth. Of course, we know Kel Mitchell did the voice of T-Bone, and of course, Cree Summer did the voice of Cleo. I cannot wait for the 25th anniversary of Clifford the Big Red Dog. It premiered on Jason David Frank's 27th birthday, September 4th, 2000. And it was Labor Day, by the way. September 4th was on Labor Day in 2000. And then John Ritter's death, he died on 9/11/2003, 10 days after Clifford's Puppy Days premiered. Rest in peace to John Ritter. He is definitely missed. But yeah, this show, like I said, made Benny G94 a fan of Gray Delisle Griffin. Wishbone is my number 13. This was about a Jack Russell Terrier dog named Wishbone who daydreams about being the lead character of stories of classic literature. This show will be 30 years old on October the 8th. It premiered 4 days before Benny G94 turned 1 in October of 1995. And it premiered 2 days before Aeon Flux ended. And it ran until December 7, 1997, with 2 seasons and 50 episodes. Wishbone is a pretty good show. I believe this is the only show on my list that's turning 30 years old, unless you count The Big Comfy Couch, that premiered here in the United States on January 9th of that year. Number 12, Barney and Friends. Whether or not you're new to my channel, I was a die-hard Barney and Friends fan as a kid. I used to have the Barney plush and my sister used to have the Baby Bop plush. I was damn sure a fan of Barney and Friends. This show ran on PBS Kids from April 6, 1992 until November 2nd, 2010. Although new videos were still released on various dates after the last episode aired. Selena Gomez appeared on one episode of this show in the early 2000s when she was, 10 years old? This show ran for 14 seasons and 268 episodes. I was a die-hard Barney fan from 1992 until 2001. This is a great show, without a doubt. Oh, man. Number 11, Reading Rainbow. Shout out to my nigga LeVar Burton. This man was another part of our childhood and taught us the value of books. And the theme song still goes hard 40 plus years later. Reading Rainbow is the third longest running PBS show, right behind Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. The show premiered on July 11, 1983 and ran until November 10, 2006, with reruns airing until August 28, 2009. One of my favorite episodes of Reading Rainbow was when Run DMC made a guest appearance. They actually have an episode, a video of that on YouTube. Even though I wasn't born when that episode aired, I had no idea that Run DMC made a guest appearance on Reading Rainbow. But thank you, LeVar Burton. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know about the value of books. LeVar Burton deserves his flowers, because this man was a part of our childhood teaching us about the value of books. Let me know in the comments down below, did Reading Rainbow taught you the value of books while you were watching the show? Man, Reading Rainbow, it's a great show. And it's the only show on my list that premiered in the 1980s. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood premiered in the 1960s and Sesame Street. But it's the only show on my list that premiered in the 80s. Now I'm going to give you a quick rundown of my top 10 PBS Kids shows, or if you want to watch the video yourself, the link is in the description. My number 10 is Mary Lou's Flip Flop Shop. Number 9, Teletubbies. Number 8, Cyber Chase. Number 7, Dragon Tales. Number 6, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Number 5, The Big Comfy Couch. Number 4, Zaboomafoo. Number 3, Zoom. Arthur, number 2. And number 1, Sesame Street. That wraps up my numbers 20 through 11 of my top 20 PBS Kids shows list. If you are new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell for my next list, like this shit, comment if you want to. What do you got to lose? So I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. This is X-Man 1991. Signing off. You guys take it easy out there. Y'all be safe. Holla at your boy. And I will see you in my next rant. Until then, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk.